Brought to you by Moxie Archery, where accuracy begins with craftsmanship.
Welcome to this week's episode of Back 40 Predators. Once again, I'm your host, Rory. This week we're headed back to New Brunswick for part 2 of our New Brunswick bear hunt. We've got myself, Chad and Renee Parsons, and Chris Stoddard, NMO Pro staff, up to bat this week, and they all are going to get on some nice bears. So stay tuned, because our show starts right now.
Back 40 Predators live from the tree. That's one down. First night, baby.
Oh, Daddy, that's a good one for Jersey.
So here, run this way and go down.
Good dog. I think I put a pretty good shot on it.
So it's finally my turn to get up into a stand. My guide, Ryan DeMerchant from Quad B Adventures, says he's got a boar and 2 different sows coming into this bait. He says these bears have been coming out just before legal shooting hours ends, and to sit tight because they're going to come in more than likely. Well, it's windy out, it's a little bit overcast, and I'm not a big wind hunter. I don't like hunting the wind. It takes away one of my senses, my sense of hearing, and it's just, I don't get that feeling. But that night, I had that feeling. I had a feeling these bears were going to be there, and lo and behold, if these bears didn't come on in. Stay tuned. Alright guys, day 2 New Brunswick, out in a brand new spot. The guide from Quad B Adventures says this spot hasn't been hunted before. Set it up especially for us to come out and hunt. He's got 3 different bears coming in. He's got a couple of sows and a decent boar. And if that boar comes in tonight, I'm going to put it down. This bait is super close. It's like 20 yards tops. And I got the Moxie in hand here. Mosquitoes and bugs are bad. We got the thermosol going. But I think this is going to be a good night. So stay tuned. I'm going to put a bear down. But I couldn't pass it up. That bear's dead. I smoked that thing, man. It's down. I burned that Luminac right through that sucker, man. That Moxie just did its job. She took off. I'm pretty sure it's one of the sows he was telling me about. That bear took off back here. I seen the blood spray out of it when I smoked it, man. I sent a rage right through the lungs of that thing. That thing's dead, man. I'm telling you. Oh yeah, it's a crime scene. Alright guys, this bear, this nice big old fat nice looking sow, she come out probably 10 minutes till I had left the shooting light, legal hours here, and I decided I was going to take her, beautiful coat on her, and she come out by herself, and I shot it about 14 yards. I didn't quite let her even get to the bait pile. If she'd have came out a little earlier, I'd have probably let her ate a little bit, but we didn't have time for that, or we lost camera lights. So I'm happy with it, guys. Nice new Brunswick sow here, and we're going to get her out of the woods. I thank Ryan and Quad B Outfitters here, man. They put you on bears, that's for sure. So we got one more to get now. Now, I had said I was going to wait on this boar, but like I said, I had limited time. This was my night. If I'm going to get a bear, this was the night I was going to do it. I had Carla with me, my wife. She's never hunted a bear. She's never hunted out of a tree stand, and she winged one on that first night, and we still had to get her a bear. So I had to put in my time with her into her tree stand. It was very important to me that she got her first bear. So I ended up seeing the sow came in first. I was losing camera light. It was getting close to the end of the night where I could legally shoot, and I decided to take the sow. And it was a beautiful sow. Beautiful coat on her. And matter of fact, when we both walked up on the bear laying on the ground, both myself and Ryan, who have both guided bears for several years, both said that was a couple 100 pounds. We got her back, put her on the scale, and it was only about a 140-pound bear. But the hair on that thing was so thick it made her look so big. So I'm not unhappy one bit with taking that bear. It was a beautiful bear. We're going to make it into a rug, and that was just that. I got to thank Quad B Adventures once again, especially Ryan, who helped me out in putting us on some bears. Now we're going to fast forward till the very last day of our hunt, day 5. This is Friday. Carl and I had both tagged out, and we had set aside Friday to go catch some of these fish here in New Brunswick. And we were geeked. We've been waiting all week to do some fishing. And come Friday, it was blowing, it was raining, and it was just a miserable, ugly day. And fishing was just not going to happen. So the fishing didn't work out, but fortunately we had NMO Brunswick pro staff with Todd Mason and his son Hunter Mason, who was on our junior pro staff, take the trip out, meet us up at Quad B Adventures, and they were pulling a trailer filled with skeet equipment. So Todd broke out all his equipment. We went down range on Quad B's shooting range, and we shot about 300 rounds and blew up some skeet. It was a blast. We had a great time.
This segment was brought to you by Moxie Archery, where accuracy begins with craftsmanship.
At Moxie Archery, accuracy begins with craftsmanship. To have Moxie is to have backbone, power, precision, to be bold and fearless, face difficulty with courage.
You wait so long just to have that feeling, but it happens so fast.
Moxie Archery, where accuracy begins with craftsmanship.
Hi, my name is Troy Claver, owner and founder of Scent Capture. As a lifelong hunter and outdoorsman, many of my best memories were with my family and friends in the great outdoors. So I took that passion and combined it with my 15 years experience in the liquids business to give you a product that could help you get closer to game and memories that last a lifetime. When you think of scent elimination, think Scent Capture. Get closer.
Now in this next segment, we got Chad and Renee Parsons. Both Chad and Renee are part of my NMO Wyoming pro staff team. So Chad and Renee hopped on a plane from Wyoming, flew all the way out to New Brunswick, and met up with us at Quad B Adventures. Now the first night, both of them decided they were gonna part their ways and head out into their own tree stands. So we're gonna head over to the tree stand with Chad, who's gonna get on a nice bear, and he wasn't there long and had bears come in. And then we're gonna head over to Renee, who's in another tree stand not too far off from Chad, who also has a bear come in on her very first night. So let's see how this pans out for Chad.
Nice bear come in 20 yards. He knew I was here, but I was trying everything I could not to spook it. Super nice bear. I don't know how big, but I'm definitely happy with this bear right there. A big bear. First night on this bait here at Quad B Adventures, New Brunswick, Canada. Got the old hood out and got to take it for a little walk. Don't know how good the hit is. I'll have to look back at the film. It felt really good. We'll just have to see. Gotta love it. Really hot, really humid. It's fun stuff. Right there's where it was. Right off in that direction. Just, hoping everything went right. Made a good shot. It sounded solid. We'll just have to see. Hopefully it's bear down, baby.
Now, unfortunately, Chad never recovered that bear. Matter of fact, the bear that we just saw, he missed. But he had another bear come in. The camera wasn't, the play button wasn't pushed on the camera. He actually hit the bear, but it wasn't recovered. Tough break, it happens as part of hunting. Let's head over to Renee's tree stand. Let's see how Renee does and see if she has any more luck than her husband, Chad. Stay tuned. We'll be right back to see if this bear cooperated for Renee.
Brought to you by Moxie Archery, where accuracy begins with craftsmanship.
The all-new Gunny at 330 feet per second and patented ZT lock limb pockets. It packs a punch hunters rely on. Crafted with a short, versatile 30 and 5/8 axle to axle and fast, smooth MXB cams, your prey stands no chance. Moxie Archery, where accuracy begins with craftsmanship.
Hi, my name is Troy Claver, owner and founder of Scent Capture. As a lifelong hunter and outdoorsman, many of my best memories were with my family and friends in the great outdoors. So I took that passion and combined it with my 15 years experience in the liquids business to give you a product that could help you get closer to game and memories that last a lifetime. When you think of scent elimination, think Scent Capture. Get closer.
My light to your left, Robert. Over here. Where my light is. No? Where my light is. There. You. You went this way. There's blood right there. Yeah. Isn't it? Yeah. I got a bear. Come on in there. Come on in.
Oh, I was making sure she's dead. Oh my God.
Well, get in there. Nice bear.
Big shot. Money maker.
Beautiful. Good shot. Very good shot. Let's see them paws.
Congratulations.
Alright, sure. Oh yeah, look at there. Very nice.
Now hopefully I won't sneeze too bad.
Well, what do you guys say?
I'm very happy. Let me turn this off. This is my first black bear with a bow. Made a double long shot, 20 yards. I'm very happy with him. He's beautiful. Nice coat on him back here. A little bit of rub, but that's fine. Gives him character.
Good job.
I told
Nice
you if I
bear.
got one in, I'd
Nice
get a good
bear.
shot on him and he wouldn't go far for you. And that's right where I was aiming. He had his arm like that, and I was like right there.
Ah, cool. Nice shot.
You could hear that. Oh, that's why he screamed, why he was groaning. And why he didn't do it very long.
Well,
First up, I want to say congratulations to Renee on taking her first ever black bear. She did a heck of a job, put a great shot on it, and the bear didn't go far. They made a nice recovery. Now, we're going to head over to another tree stand with NMO pro staffer from Michigan, Chris Stoddard. Chris has put in 4 long days in New Brunswick, and he's been going out early, and he's the only hunter that's yet to see a bear. Chris is also a good friend of mine. He has put in his time not only in New Brunswick, but many seasons up in the Upper Peninsula where I guide bear, and Chris has never had any luck up there. He's got a shot on a bear before, and we couldn't find it. And so Chris is just chomping at the bit to get on his first bear, and not only get on it, but to put one down. So Chris sits the first couple of nights, and the only thing he's got coming in is these, as he calls them, these Boone and Crockett squirrels. And this is just what he got to watch for the first few days, and that's part of bear hunting. They're long sits, you don't see a lot of animals generally, and I tell all my hunters, I said, they're pretty boring sits. I love sitting in the woods. I know some people do too, but it is a long sit. You're talking 6-7 hours at a time. Chris not only seen the red squirrels, but he also seen a pine marten, which was kind of cool. We get those up north in the Upper Peninsula too, and I see them on my trail cameras. I see him every once in a while on one of my baits, but Chris had a pretty big one come into his bait, and he thought that was pretty cool. So day 4 comes, Chris gets in the stand, he gets out there early, probably 3 o'clock or so I think, and 8:30 rolls around, and the black bear finally makes an appearance for Chris. So let's see if Chris's luck is about to change.
Holy cow, that just happened fast. Holy cow. Come on, baby. Let's hear that moan. I saw it hit. I already gave one big breath just a second ago. Alright guys, did not hear death moan at all, but I looked at that footage and that's gotta be a dead bear. I don't see how it possibly wouldn't. It looked like it sunk it. I thought it was a little high, but it wasn't. It was just a shade under the middle. Should be a double lung shot. Should be a perfect shot. So I'm gonna load back up the Excalibur. I'll walk out there and find my arrow. I'll probably bring the camera with me too. See how we do. Well, quick look at the blind. They do a pretty good job of brushing them in up here. But got the job done tonight. Now we just gotta find him. He's somewhere in there. Like I said, I couldn't hear him go very far.
At Moxie Archery, accuracy begins with craftsmanship. To have Moxie is to have backbone, power, precision, to be bold and fearless. Face difficulty with courage.
You wait so long just to have that feeling, but it happens so fast.
Moxie Archery, where accuracy begins with craftsmanship.
I want to take this opportunity to invite our friends, our family, our followers, our viewers, anybody who watches the Back 40 Predators TV show, anybody who follows NMO, Northern Michigan Outfitters, on social media, Back 40 Predators, it doesn't matter. We would like to invite you to be a part of our show. If you have some footage and you'd like it aired on the Back 40 Predators TV show, you send me an email at the following email address. I will personally contact you. We'll get in contact and I'll give you the instructions on how to get your footage over to us here so we can go through the editing process and we will get your stuff aired on the Back 40 Predators TV show. Now I want to take the time and the opportunity here one last time to thank Robin over at Quad B Adventures for inviting me and the Back 40 Predators as well as some of our NMO staff out to New Brunswick, putting us on bears, showing us the hospitality. A great time, a great outfit. Once again, if you guys are looking for a great time and a great bear hunt, they're the people to go to. So check them out. They're on Facebook. Their website's going to be back up and running here shortly, and they'll get you all set up. But hey, that's all the time we got here for today for this week's episode of Back 40 Predators. Catch us next week, Monday night, 8 p.m. We'll see you then. we had a great time in New Brunswick, no doubt about it. We had 6 guys there, well, 4 guys and 2 females, and out of our group, we took 5 out of 6 bears, and the only person that ended up not getting a bear was Chad, and honestly, Chad had an opportunity. He just choked, and that's, like I said, that's part of hunting. Nothing against Chad. The guy lives out in Wyoming, him and his wife. I know they're used to making super long shots. The guy's dead on with his bow. It just didn't work out. Like I said, part of hunting. But we had a great time. We all had seen bears. We all got opportunities at bears. And like I said, we ended up taking 5 out of 6 for our bears.